So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Finding Hurst. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And someone stepped in, it's intercepted. Picked off by Cater Kohu. And he makes the Mets go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position, but to score points yourself, it's not something they honestly consider too much. That is until he started that return, baby, and they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Darius Davis to return it. Good looking return here, and he's got room. The 40. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kickback for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Achane again. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. He's on the move. He can run it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Good.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Christian Fulton, the one to bring him down.
20 TX. Turbo 1.
It's a gain of a yard.
They've got a man in motion.
Third down and
Solo left Zion. Turbo 1, high. Set.
3rd down run from A-Chain. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here.
Ready, set.
1st down, Tagovailoa to throw. Taken in by Smith. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. They just get the play off. On the move, headed right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. We've got a close one here. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one is good, but not before it hit the left upright. And the Dolphins grow their lead to 8. Sanders all set to send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Got a man. Palmer has it. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that that catch there. Herbert now to throw on third. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Chargers looking for a score before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Herbert from the gun. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 29. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers earn the chance to tie before halftime. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Tagovailoa,
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Tua off the play fake. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
They send a man in motion. Here's A-Chain running right. And he gets it forward for a big gain. Looks like to the 36. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Hey, get set.
Waddle now in motion right. Trying for it, it's A-Chan. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Working quickly here. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Cover one, hard. Cover one, hard.
At their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield on second down. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it's 3rd and short.
And less than a yard.
He's back to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Get safe. Go ahead. Shot.
Handoff running left, A-Chain. And he goes out a little short of the 40. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Hill now to return it. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams. It sets you up for success.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Get set. 21G. Ready.
They'll start the drive with A-Chan. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
First down, and they go right back to him. He's out in the clear. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Going to the ground again on first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Offense set for a first and 10.
Ready, shot.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Hits his target. That's Durham Smythe. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
2nd and 3 now.
All right. Out.
A-Chain running to the right. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Staying on the ground here with A-Chan. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. Offense in the hurry up here.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Tagovailoa back to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
Step. Ready. Get in.
They'll run, it's Achan. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Give him a couple yards on that run, and this sets up 4th and goal.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
Hey, time out 2. Time out 2. Time out 2.
They'll stick with A-Chain. And he's brought down for a loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Home to try. Go, go. Let's go.
1st and 10, here's Herbert. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Running behind center with Edwards. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Herbert on 1st down. Gets this to McConkey. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. Still working past the 40. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
1st and 10, Herbert. That's incomplete left side.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered create on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Chargers down by only 1. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. throwing now. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run on first down with Dobbins. Driving across the 15-yard line. And he's finally brought down at the 9. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Back to Dobbins on first. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Still set up at the 9. It's second and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, LA. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
5-9, 5-9. Set.
Back to throw. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. Would have felt more comfortable, obviously, with a 7-point lead, but they have to settle for 5. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. First and 10 from the 41.
All right, come on. Turbo 3, turbo 3. Watson, Oscar. East right, snow. Step. 21G, 21G. Long.
Setting up to pass. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Here he is to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Looking to throw it. Able to find Achane. Continuing to move past the 45.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
32 Stinger.
They motion the tight end over.
Ready, set.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Trying to push it deep downfield. Had to force it on 4th, and it's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers make the play that should win them this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
They run the counter with Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. So they decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And even fighting that dreaded body clock with the West Coast trip, they played their game, and they're taking this victory back east with them. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off.